Tragically, news has come out that Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, has recently passed away at the age of 48. Since then, fans have been looking back at Kelly and Brandon's past together. In particular, a performance Kelly gave with a song about Brandon on American Idol, which famously brought the judges to tears, has recently resurfaced. Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband and former manager Brandon Blackstock passed away at the age of 48. Brandon Blackstock was married to American Idol alum and talk show host Kelly Clarkson from 2013 to 2022. In addition, he also served as a manager for Clarkson as well as for country music star Blake Shelton. News had come out that Brandon passed away at the age of 48, following his battle with cancer. Prior to the news coming out, Kelly announced that she would be postponing a few of her Las Vegas residency shows due to a family emergency, citing health issues concerning her children's father. Since his passing, one moment concerning Brandon has recently resurfaced online. Back in 2016, Clarkson appeared on American Idol, the show that started her career. During the appearance, Clarkson performed the song, Piece by Piece. As noted by Glamour, the song was partially inspired by a conversation Kelly had with her sister Alyssa. At the time, she noted a contrast between her strained relationship with her father with the support she felt in her marriage to Brandon. In some ways, the song is meant as a sequel to Because of You. In 2015, Kelly shared, "I was talking to my sister on the phone about how sometimes girls with daddy issues don't find men like that. You find men who are all you knew, and I just feel so lucky." Fans noted how Kelly brought American Idol to tears with the song, especially the judges. As Kelly explained during her American Idol appearance, she wrote the song while she was pregnant with her daughter. Fittingly, she was pregnant with her son when she performed the song on the Idol stage. Following Brandon's passing, many commenters returned to watch the 2016 American Idol performance. Many fans noticed the judges, especially Keith Urban, appeared to be moved to tears by the moment. As one fan wrote, the performance was one of the rawest moments ever on the Idol stage. Noting Brandon's passing, they shared, "I love everything about this moment for its vulnerability, and simultaneously I hate how sad it was then and no doubt, especially today." Many fans took to the comments to share similar sentiments. "I remember sobbing through this performer and just wanting to give her a hug. I immediately went to this in my mind when I heard, but I just can't watch it yet. Keith's emotion broke me. Rest in peace, Brandon Blackstock." Have you been following this story? Did you see this moment on American Idol? Make sure you come back to TV shows Ace for all the latest TV and celebrity news. Kelly Clarkson's song about late ex-husband has American Idol judges in tears. A work of fiction. 1. Opening scene, the night begins. The stage lights of the American Idol finale shimmered like a constellation brought to earth. The camera panned across a packed audience, faces glowing under the spotlights, glittering banners waving in the air, the hum of expectation thick in the room. This wasn't just another season finale. In the center of it all stood Kelly Clarkson, the show's original winner, now a living legend. She had been invited back for a special performance, the producers keeping the nature of the song a closely guarded secret. Not even the judges, Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan, knew what she would sing. Her dress was a deep midnight blue, its sequins catching the light in waves, but her eyes told a different story. There was a glimmer there that didn't belong to the stage, it belonged to the past. 2. The quiet before the first note. Kelly stepped up to the microphone. The crowd erupted in applause, but she didn't wave, didn't speak. Instead, she took a deep breath. "I wrote this song," she began softly, "for someone I lost, someone who shaped my life in ways I'm still discovering." Her voice trembled on the last word, but she steadied herself. The audience fell silent. Even the camera operators seemed to hold their breath. A lone piano note rang out, warm and fragile, followed by a soft string section. 3. Verse 1, Memories in the melody. Kelly's voice emerged like a confession whispered in the dark. "We built a life between coffee cups and rainstorms. Found love in the quiet, in the worn-out norms. Now I chase your shadow through the midnight air. But every room feels empty, 'cause you're not there. The words painted pictures, rain falling on a tin roof, the smell of morning coffee, the smile of a man now gone. The lighting dimmed to a soft amber glow, casting her in a halo that made her look almost otherworldly. Lionel Richie's eyebrows lifted. Katy Perry leaned forward in her chair, a hand pressed over her mouth. Luke Bryan swallowed hard, blinking faster than normal. 4. The flashbacks. As Kelly sang, the story unfolded not just in the lyrics but in her eyes. Viewers at home could see the flash of old love, laughing in the kitchen, holding hands backstage at her concerts, the way he'd spin her around in the living room for no reason at all. But the flashbacks darkened. A hospital room. A whispered goodbye. The cruel stillness of an empty side of the bed. 5. The chorus, a promise in song. If love could hold you, you'd never fall. If prayers could reach you, I'd give them all. But I'll keep singing where you used to be, 'cause your voice still lives in the heart of me. The chorus swelled with strings and a soft choir in the background, like a heavenly echo. The words carried both devastation and devotion. It was clear this wasn't just performance, it was a farewell she'd never gotten to give. 6. Judges in tears. Katy Perry's eyeliner had begun to smudge. She made no attempt to hide the tears running down her cheeks. Lionel Richie shook his head slowly, whispering, "My God!" Luke Bryan wiped his eyes and tried to compose himself, but when the camera caught him, he just smiled sadly and mouthed, "Beautiful." The song wasn't over, but already it had carved itself into the memory of everyone present. 7. The bridge. Love after goodbye. The music softened again, Kelly's voice dropping to almost a whisper. They say love doesn't die, it just changes shape. Yours is the light I can't escape. And when the night feels colder than the day, I close my eyes, and there you stay. A single tear slid down Kelly's cheek, but she didn't wipe it away. It was part of the song now, part of the truth she was offering. 8. The final chorus, a sky full of him. The final chorus rose higher, fuller, more desperate. If love could hold you, you'd never fall. If prayers could reach you, I'd give them all. And though this world took you far from me, you're every note, every breath I breathe. On the last word, the music stopped. Just her voice lingered in the air, trembling but strong. 9. Silence, then thunder. For a heartbeat, the room was silent. No clapping, no cheering, just the stunned quiet that follows something holy. Then, as if released from a spell, the audience erupted into applause, whistles, and standing ovations. Katy Perry stood up, applauding through her tears. Lionel Richie clapped slowly, deliberately, as though honoring not just a performance, but a life. Luke Bryan leaned into his microphone and said, That was one of the most powerful things I've ever witnessed on this stage."